Ayan, good afternoon everyone. Magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Brewing Live. So we are back to Brewing Live all new season. This is episode 8 for mental preparedness in this new landscape of living amidst challenges in our present time. Okay, so Brewing Live is a community service of Decaf Coffee Republic, our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. In partnership with Life Coach Philippines, our heart as game changer is to brew mental fitness in your space as we spice up daily conversations with love, hope, joy, and faith. Okay, so shout out to all my fellow game changers serving in this corner of the digital space and advancing life coaching ethically and authentically. So giving is a lifestyle that never goes out of style. So we encourage you to expand your heart today by supporting the works that we do by blessing us with your food and beverage order. We have delicious vegan meals for easy switch to healthy eating, and we also have sausage platter for your favorite and classic comfort food. So yung sausage meal ang isa sa mga favorite ko with sa Decaf Coffee Republic. Okay? So, may tatlong variant yan and they are also good. So, you may check out Decaf Coffee Republic page for the menu, sumptuous meal, and refreshing drinks, or connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917 586-1661 for your order. We are open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. for dine-in, pick-up, and delivery. So you can still avail of free. Ito kasi for the past months may mga freebies na binibigay. Ang Decaf Coffee Republic together with your meals. Okay, so for this month, you can still avail the free I Dream Inspired Journal and other freebies from the previous months if you wish to complete your collection of valuable personal development materials from Master Coach A. So for other ways to support our community works, you may now give us some stars. So available na po ito yung pag-give out ng some stars, or your love gift through fund transfer. Just check out the caption for this video for the bank info or for GCash account. So if you just joined us in, welcome. And thank you for being here with me today. You may circulate this link for this video and invite your friends to watch with you. You may also tag them in the comment below and give them a shout out. So as for me, so let me give my shout out to fellow mental model collectors. So hello sa mga sa mga kasamahan natin dyan na mental model collectors inside the Learning Society by Master Coach A. If you are not yet a smart holder of the Learning e-card, okay, so do not delay anymore. Connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917 586-1661. To join the Be Learning Society, it is the tent maker of Be Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. Enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic and get full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A happening every third Saturday of the month. Okay, so plus, meron pa, ito na yung pangatlong perk for being a B-Learning e-card holder. So, you will have the benefit from 90-minute free coaching session with a senior coach from the Life Coach Philippines. This month's Mental Model Masterclass is scheduled on July 17. So, sa July 17 na yan at 7 p.m. Master Coach A will teach the 80-20 mental model mastery. So 80-20 model mastery. So kung familiar kayo doon sa 80-20 Pareto rule or the 80-20 principle, ano lang 'yon, isa lang 'yon sa mga tawag for that. So we will learn about the mental model behind that 80-20 principle. And okay, so miss not the opportunity to learn the mental model behind the 80-20 rule and discover how you too can master and apply it in almost every area of your life to accelerate your success. So do not delay anymore. For more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. So before we move forward, I just want to greet our fellow learners today that who are joining me live at this moment. So hello Coach Lynn, hello Coach Lacey, Coach Marife. Welcome for joining me live today. Also with Coach Trisha who is watching all the way from Bicol. Okay, so hello, good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. So moving on for today's episode, I will be sharing with you about being childless and healthy. And it is a matter of choice. So please do tag your friend, forward this video link, and invite others to join our conversation on mental preparedness. So if you are watching this on a replay, comment #replay and do send us message if you wish to connect with any points that resonates with you. So you may find the YouTube link where you can watch the replay of all the episodes of Brewing Live in the caption of this video. Please do follow and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified when new learning videos become available. So that's for ano. Okay, so yun. Let's move on to our main topic for today. So as I have mentioned, what I am going to share with you is about being childless and healthy at the same time. And it is really a matter of choice. So being childless, okay, there are several reasons why someone or somebody don't have kids yet. Okay? One of the emerging reasons for nowadays, especially for millennials, is that being childless by choice. So it is their own choice to not have their own kids for what whatever is the reason behind that. But yes, they are choosing to not have their own kids. So that's one. And the other, or it can be childlessness can also be about can be by circumstance. Okay, so it's either by choice or by circumstance. And by circumstance, it can be any of the following. So it can be of age. So baka medyo na-focus masyado sa career or sa family, and then when she realized that she wanted to have a kids, or that person, he or she wants a kid, medyo uh, ano na, yung age niya, especially with women, di ba? Meron tayong sinasabi na at a certain age, we cannot really have, or it can be really a challenge to have your own biological child. So it can be the age, the factor can be the age. And another one is, it can be the social status of a person. Social status, and pumpasok din dito yung financial status ng isang tao. So may mga I know of couples who really want to have their own child, but they can only have through medical assistance. But if for those who are like me and who have researched or done, uh, medical assistance in conceiving, you know how much it costs. So not all of us, may other couples or other people may not be able to afford the cost of seeking medical help for conceiving their own kids. Okay. Other causes or other reason for being childless by circumstance is the death of the child. So it can be miscarriage or that you have a stillbirth. I mean, nung nanganak ka, medyo, wala nang buhay yung bata nung pinanganak mo siya. Or it can be that your child died for other reason, for some reason. Uh, your kids died. So you now become childless. A person now become childless. And this is still regarded as the most prominent cause of childlessness worldwide, and it is really the infertility. Okay? So even if meron ka ng it's not about the age, even it's not about the age, it may not be about the financial status, because you or that person can afford to seek medical help, or it's not it's not the death, or hindi pa talaga nagkakaroon ng anak, but it's just that meron infertility issue ang isang tao, kaya siya hindi nagkakaanak. In between couples, it's either one or both can have uh, fertility issues. For us as couple, actually we have tried to do IVF. Actually, it's 3 times. Okay, but so there's really not there is some kind of need to what you call this, may kailangang ayusin sa amin. That can be through medicines, ganyan, the quality of the egg and of my egg or the sperm of my husband. Pero technically, it is possible. It's not really that we are not able to, medically, hindi kami talaga yung tipong hindi kayo magkakaanak. Or I still have both my ovaries. Both my ovaries have are generating eggs. I think that's the word. Pero they have eggs. So it's possible. It's just that hindi talaga nabubuo. We tried it 3 times, but pero yun nga, medyo napagod tayo and na-deplete din yung ating financial funds. So yun, medyo that time after 3 tries, so we decided to stop the workout or stop seeking medical help. So those are some of the reasons for being childless, for a person to be childless. So whatever the reason or the circumstance may be, especially for those childless by circumstance, okay, being childless, especially here in the Philippines, can have a toll on our mental health, on our mental well-being. Okay. So based on the qualitative report in 2020 conducted by TQR, Philippines still is one of the fastest growing population. Okay. Not necessarily economy, but the fastest growing population in the world. Okay. So currently we have around close to 100 million population. So, ang napoproject nila is by the year of 2045. So, today is 2021, di ba? So, by 2045, we will have around 142 million population na. So, kung titignan natin yon, so it will be almost around 2 million every year for the next more than 21 years. Ang madadagdag sa population natin. So, of course, saan manggagaling yon? Because most of us are giving birth. And in a culture like ours here in the Philippines, where having a family, where the building of family and having your own kids is really expected by the society and by the culture, the pressure to us, especially for couples, to have their own child is matindi. I personally felt that in my journey. Okay, in my journey. If you have watched my coaching TikTok last week, it was also a Thursday, 4 p.m. last week. There I mentioned about my journey to unbarrenness. And yes, there is that stigma of being, of not bearing a child, the stigma of being barren. So yun, not having your own child is considered unfortunate and pitiful, and in some cases, it is regarded as a curse. So yung yung pressure for us, for individuals to have their own kids, nandyan, ramdam. And it takes a toll on our mental well-being. So here are some of the experiences that someone being childless or someone that don't have kids yet, especially at the age or at a state where they are expected to have kids, like for a certain age, um, around 25 or 30, sorry, excuse me, 30. So you are expected to have your husband already and to have your own kids by the time. And for those couples, so expected rin yan 2 or 3 years into the marriage, ang nagiging tanong, oh, bakit wala pa kayong anak? Ayan. So yung mga questions na yun. Okay, so before I proceed with these experiences, so let me just greet those who are again joining us here live today, and I thank you for sharing this digital space with me at this hour. Coach Rezzhel, hello, good afternoon. Coach Sherry, ayan. So, Coach Tin, hello, and Coach Sean, our couple coaches who are here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, so here are the reasons for or the experiences that a childless person can have that can affect or that can lead to mental health issues or in the long term. Okay, so first is loneliness. Okay, loneliness being because of either being left behind, that feeling of being left behind na, uy, yung mga kabatch ko no high school, may anak na or tatlo na ang anak, or at this point in time I think some of my batchmates in high school are already have kids in their high school years. I'm not sure lang kung may college. I think there is also some a few of my batchmates who already have their own child at college nasa college na, and then parang pag titignan mo yung sarili mo, uy, asa na yung akin? Hindi ka maka-join, left behind. So, hindi ka maka-join sa mga photo ops nila with their kids. So, if there are photo challenges in a Facebook, di ba, nauso yun dati, photo challenge, post a photo with your kids, with your child. Diba? So, yun, kita mo. And there is that feeling of loneliness when we see when we compare ourselves to our batchmate or our friends or our office mates. Ayan. And, or, may mga cases din na nale-left behind ka, medyo hindi ka na-invite into activities that needs a parent and kid dynamics, or basta meron yung may kids and parents. So, medyo halata, di ba? Kung alin yung mga activities na hindi ko alam kasi yun talaga yung hindi ako nakaka-attend or hindi naman talaga ako na-invite. Ayan. Or if in case you are invited, sometimes may feeling tayo of being out of place. Sa mga kids party or kaya baby shower, parang lalo na kapag ang karamihan doon is na makasama is meron silang sariling family. So that loneliness, 'di ba? Loneliness is not really that physically you are alone. It is that feeling that you feel that even in the middle of a crowd, you feel alone. So that's one. The second is that is brokenness. that feeling of something that needs that that something is wrong within you and something needs fixing. And then it will be augmented pa with people that cares for you trying to fix things for you. So, alam naman natin that they care about us. But it's just that there is that also feeling that may kailangang ayusin. Bakit laging may kailangang ayusin sa akin? Diba? So, the next one is grief. That feeling of grief for the child that you don't have yet or that you may not have. The other one is shame. Shame of not being good enough as a woman, especially growing up in the year where uh, ito yung time na nauso when I was I think in elementary or high school that time. Ito yung Miss Universe na ang nanalo ay si Susmita Sen. And yung sagot niya, the winning answer to the question is that the essence of being a woman is a mother. And if, yun nga, you cannot become a mother, so asan? The question is, asan yung essence mo as a woman? Okay, so that's that shade of not being good enough as a woman, of not being worthy as a human being because you cannot bear your own child. And all this negative and all these feelings of loneliness, brokenness, grief, shame, and uh, among other things, madagdagan pa siya ng hopelessness, having low self-esteem, bitterness. Being bitterness leads to an we 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 don't usually connect or we are unable to connect with other people because there is bitterness inside us. So and then negative feelings, negative thinking. So all of this may eventually lead or can really lead to depression. And all of these experiences for me as a childless wife, 12 years into the marriage, almost pala. There's still around 3 months pa before namin i-celebrate yung aming 12-year anniversary. So almost 12 years into the marriage and not having our own kids yet, all of this I have experienced. I may not have been aware during that time that they affect, okay, they can lead to mental health issues. Pero I know, I recognize that this the signs or the experiences or the feelings of being lonely, broken, of grieving, of the shame, of being depressed. I may not be clinically diagnosed for being depressed, but there is that moment in my life where I feel so low, I feel so down. I just don't want to connect with other people. I just want to hide. I am performing. I can be functional. Okay, at work I can still function. But at the back of my mind, there is still that something that is stopping me from being my greater self. And these issues that I have mentioned, for me, initially, I thought they are all caused by other people. outside of me. But then I realized part of it is really inside me. It's because of how I think things. It's because of how I perceive things. It's because of how I view how what my expectations are. The expectations of the society are also my expectation of myself. But then I also realized, one day I realized that I have a choice. I have a choice. I have a choice between staying in that state longer than I already have, or of doing something about it. And yes, I've made my choice. And I did something to take care of myself and to take care of my mental well-being. And these are just and these are the things that I did. First is that I acknowledge the fact that I need help. I cannot that I don't have to do it alone. That I cannot do it alone. So at first I searched in the internet how um how to handle loneliness or how not to be lonely, how to handle grief, how to handle depression. But through searching in the internet, I encountered life coaching. And I got interested with life coaching. And it it can be a long journey that we can discuss in another episode. But life coaching really helped me get out of my state during that time, of my depressive state during that time. The second one I did is that to find ways to express my experiences as a childless woman. Childless, because for me, okay, because for me during that time, it's not, hindi siya madaling pag-usapan at mas madali siyang iwasan. And just seeing that hindi pa siya pinagkakaloob eh. Okay lang yan, darating din yan. Diba? And that's it. The, the conversation is done. The the thinking about it is done. But at the back of our head, it's still there. Naiipon. So, I find ways to be open about my experience as a childless person, as a childless wife. And one of the result of the outcome of me expressing it is here, talking about it with you. And if you are one person out there who needs someone to talk to about your current circumstance as a childless woman, I am reaching out to you. You can connect with me, and you can connect with me through here in the Cup Coffee Republic, or um, in my page, in my profile. You can connect with me in my Facebook profile, Colleen Capino Bercasio, or you can join me inside my private Facebook group, Absolutely Worthy Coaching Community. And and together, let's journey, okay, towards unbarrenness. So that's the second sick way to express my experience as a trans person. And the third is to seek out a community, seek out a tribe Seek out a group of people who can really uh, celebrate with me, whatever my circumstances, without judgment. And there are people, there are groups like that if you will just reach out to them. And one of the groups that I find is the Life Coach Philippines. At DCAP, diba? I started going to DCAP. I'm not a certified life coach then. I did not have any inclination to being a life coach during that time. But I deliberately get get out of my hiding place. I went out and uh, go to a place where people gather to uh, talk about not necessarily childlessness, but about mental wellness. And that is one of the advocacy of us coaches here in the Life Coach Philippines and of Decaf Coffee Republic. Decaf Coffee Republic is really born for that. Natayo talaga si Decaf Coffee Republic to help out and to be a refuge for people like us. And the fourth one that I did is that to seek other ways to give out the love that is inside me. Kasi alam natin, punong-puno tayo ng pagmamahal. Kaya, lagi yung sinasabi, kaya nga masakit eh. Kaya masakit na wala tayong anak. Kasi there is a love inside of us waiting to be shared. And actually, we are expecting na kung kakaanak lang tayo, ibubuhos natin lahat ng pagmamahal natin with our child. Eh, wala. But we can. We can give out that love in other ways. So seek out what form is resonates with you. What way can you give out that love inside of it? So those are the things that I did that helped me with addressing the uh, the state. Those are the things that I did when I made a choice of not staying where I am during that time. And today, at 40, I'm 40 years old. I just celebrated my birthday last month, my 40th birthday last month. Even at 40, I still have that desire. I still have that longing to have my own child. And I think that desire will never be uh, gone. There will always be that desire to have your own child. And for me, I still have hope. I still have faith that I will have my own eventually. And while I am waiting for that time to come, I'm taking care of myself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually through those through those things that I did. I still continue to do them. Seeking out help, finding out ways to express my experience, seeking out a community, and finding ways to give out. So, yun, I'm taking care of myself as I give birth and nurture life in other meaningful ways. So, being childless and being healthy at the same time is a matter of choice. What are you choosing? So, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining me today. and supporting the advancement of mental fitness every Saturday. So every Saturday at 4 p.m., Decaf Coffee Republic is hosting a face-to-face free talk on mental preparedness, and I invite you to attend with fellow mental health advocates. So this talk is for you if you care about mental wellness and you desire to protect yourself and your loved ones from mental illness and challenges. So if you are interested to become so for those of you who are interested to become professional service provider either as a life coach or mental health coach like us, connect with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661 to know more about the co-actively co-create life coaching certification program by Master Coach A. And ito ang pinaka-aabangan. Mental health certification and program. Internship program will also be available by August. So inquire now and reserve your slot. So join us back tomorrow, same time and same digital space for episode 9 by Coach Rezzhel, and she will be discussing about being in a healthy space. It is a purposeful decision. So Decaf Coffee Republic is located inside Pioneer Center compound or widely known as PC. We are just across Bayanihan Center in Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Street in Capitolio, Pasig City. So this is Coach C. Bercasio, mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. This is us in the Philippines. Love Bam Boom, love Bam Boom, love Bam Boom. See you tomorrow and have a blessed day today. Thank you, everyone.